guys, what's up? Let's talk finally about this. I never planned in my life that I would make a video like this. Of course, nobody like plans something like this, but here we have it. I'm making a video like this, or I am making this video, and that's one thing I've come to learn about life, that man just planned, but you know what, God has the final say. So yeah, let's talk. If you're watching this video, it's either you just want to know how I have been faring since my last breakup, or you are in that kind of situation, like you're going through a breakup or a heartbreak, sorry, and you're just like looking for somebody that has gone through it or going through it and all of that, or what, that's by the way. So yeah, glow up after breakup tips, how to heal and all of that. We'll just be talking about everything basically. I broke up, or I walked out of a relationship that became toxic to me, and I don't know where I got the strength from actually. I'm not going to say I'm strong and I could just walk out of a 3 years long relationship just like that. Like, I actually do not know where the strength came from. And the stuff had been happening for quite a while before I actually, like, you know what, I called it quit. Like, I was like, no, 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 no. This is not what I want to manage in marriage. And you know what? I'm hanging my boots right now at this point that we are. I am hanging my boots. And that was how the relationship ended. It wasn't a good one. So let's know that everything I'm saying in this video would be based off or a relationship or a heartbreak coming from the place of the relationship didn't end so well, because some breakup actually like came off from a good place. For this one, the breakup was bad. I walked out of the relationship. It was a 3 year relationship, and that was it basically. I don't know what else to say about it. Now to my healing process and all of that. One thing I want you to know is, the earlier you come to accept that the breakup happened, the better it is for you, because you're already like, okay, it has happened. So how then do I move from this thing? And when I'm saying move, it's not like move on to another relationship and just go. It's about moving on with your life without that party in it. That is it. The earlier the better. Accept that the breakup has happened and just find a way to move on. That's like the first thing actually. The next thing I would say would be intentional about wanting to heal, because if you just leave healing, oh, come when you're ready to come, my dear, you're gonna like stay there for a very, very long time. It's going to take you long to heal. I would also say that do not try to bottle up your emotions. Go through the healing process. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to shout, shout. If you need to scream, scream. If you need to hug your pillow, hug. If you need to do anything, do it. And if you feel like destroying things, just go to there are some brands that do this, rage room or whatever. Just go there. Don't damage your stuff, because when your eye clear, you will not like yourself because you have damaged your stuff. So just go to the rage room, pay for it, and damage stuff in there, if that is the way you let out emotion. To be honest, I almost got to that point. Like, I just wanted to destroy things. I feel like I have healed to an extent that I can talk about this thing and I do not cry, or I do not get emotional. And that does not mean after this video, probably when I'm editing or later this week or this month, I wouldn't feel emotional. You guys, healing is not linear. That's another point. So do not bottle up your emotions for anything at all. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to shout, shout. If you need to go to a place and just cry all day, please do. Crying helps. It helps. I'm not gonna lie, it helps so much. And the funny thing is, when mine happened, the first day I didn't cry, the second day I didn't cry, but the third day, you guys, it was a well of tears. I cried. I cried. My eyes were swollen, they were red, my face was swollen, everything. I cried so much. Day one, I was like, I'm not crying. What's wrong? Hmm. Hmm. Day two. Actually, I'm like, okay, okay. Day three. Oh my god, it eats me hard. And I'm like, yes, this breakup really happened. I felt like they won that date. So I was like, it didn't happen. Like, have I really left? Or it's like I was just trying to like, really understand what happened. Like, have I really left this relationship? Day three, it clocked and I cried. I cried tears. Another thing would be face your triggers. I know some people try to like run away from their triggers, but there are some triggers that you would not be able to run away from. So personally, for mine, this is actually the first time I'm seeing it out. Just a few people close to me knew about this. Everybody knew I was engaged before the breakup. I do not know where the memo was shared that 2024 was the year of proposals. You guys, the first few months was tough. Proposal here, proposal there. Those things were triggering. Proposal, yes. Instagram proposal, TikTok proposal, Twitter proposal, WhatsApp, everywhere, YouTube. I was just seeing proposal and it just kept on triggering me. I was like, you know what? You would keep seeing proposals for as long as you can see, as long as social media exists, you would keep seeing proposals. And you guys, proposals has not reduced because 2024 is the year of love, is the year of proposal, is the year of weddings. Like, bro, what's happening? A lot of things will trigger you. Is it probably when you're just doing something and you're like, oh, if he was here, we would have done it together. I had a lot of things because I didn't used to go to the market, I didn't used to trash the bin myself, and all of that stuff. And I'm like, I wanted to trash the bin one day, and I'm like, really? I have to trash this thing myself? Really, I have to go to the market myself? Really, I'm cooking for just myself? All those things. And I'm like, those things were actually triggering. But right now, I'm just like, we go with the flow and we move on. Yeah, so at first, it was all triggering and all. I don't know how I would shave my face and do all of these things while we are talking. I just hope that this video do not get too long because this girl here, she talks a lot. I talk a lot. Yeah, so that's it about triggers. Try to face your triggers because when you face them, you're able to conquer them and you can move. Unlike when you are running away from your triggers and it just eats you one day when you think you have healed and you just realize that hello, I've not healed at all. So face your triggers, face them right now. I want to say that healing is not linear. I said that already before, but I didn't really talk about it. Some days you feel so good, you feel so bright. You're like, hello, I feel good. I'm happy being single and all of that. Like, I don't need no man in my life. All those kind of things. But on some days, it just hits you again and you just feel down, you just miss the person, you just want to say hi to them, you just really want to know how they are doing, you just want to talk to them, you just want to hug them, you just want to feel their presence, you just miss them basically. You just remember the things they did. If it was a bad breakup, you just remember, you feel hurt all over again and you just pass through that emotion. It's just as if you went back to day one of the heartbreak and you are just healing again. That is it. Healing is not linear. On some days you feel like the boss that you are. Like you don't feel extremely good. Like relationship. I don't need no man. And all of that. But some days you're gonna cry. They say time heals. Yes, I agree. But time does not erase all of the things that happen because this is almost 7 months now, and on some days I find myself crying, like not just sad and crying baby tears, crying hot tears. About 7 months now, so healing is not linear. Time heals, but it doesn't erase it. On some days I just feel like the wave of hurt and I'm able to dismiss it. Unlike when it was really, really fresh, I was unable to dismiss it. My head was all over the place, my emotions were all over the place, and I just could not pick on one thing to actually process. Like my head was just everywhere. So time actually heals, but it does not erase it, and it does not mean that time will just cancel everything. You don't feel anything at all. No, you would feel it so bad. So allow yourself to feel all of emotion. This one, I want to say it because this is where some people make a huge mistake. So do not go through the process of healing because you're trying to make a comeback and make your ex jealous. Like, they're not in your life. Your reason for healing should be for yourself, not because you're trying to be better and you can make your ex feel jealous or feel hurt for losing you. Hello, life is not in white and black. You might be wishing your ex bad and all of that, but you guys, I'm telling you, you might be hurting so bad. 1 year, 2 years, you've not healed, and your ex has moved on, married, have kids already. So life is not in white and black. It doesn't mean that because your ex hurt you, your ex would actually go through terrible things in life and all of that. Life is not like that. The earlier you know that, the better. So heal for yourself. Heal because you want to feel good again. Heal because you love yourself, not because I want to heal. I want to look good. I want to grow up. So my ex sees me and like, oh, I lost the gold. Of course, he lost something, but do not let the focus of your healing be around that. Do not even allow it to be part of the reasons you want to heal at all. Heal for yourself. Heal for yourself. You would love that. Like, you would be happy you did that. Another thing is pray. You will not pray, okay? I advise that you pray. Just pray to God for peace, for healing of your heart, because heartbreak can be so damaging to the heart that you begin to hate on everybody. It can destroy how you see people, it can destroy your relationship with people. So pray to God for healing of the heart, because at that point your heart is damaged, but not damaged beyond repair. You're not going to get to that level. Never, never, never. Pray to God for peace. That was one of the prayers that I prayed when I felt hurt so bad. Like, at a point I felt like my heart was cutting, like my chest was heavy and tight. At some point it felt like they were tying my chest and just tying and pulling, and it was crazy. So just pray to God for peace, for inner peace. It really works. It works so much. And on some days you should journal if you are not somebody that journal on a norm. I'm not that kind of person, but I feel like journaling does not mean writing down on paper every single day. It could be just once in a while. I do that actually. So if you need to journal like I do, then please journal. Sometimes I just take my book and I write how I'm feeling down. I just feel good afterwards. And sometimes I'm just going through my journal and I'm like, I see it and I'm like, wow, wow, it's me, you felt like this day, look at you now. So I feel like journaling helps as well. Just put your emotions to paper, like pour it out in paper. So I would say that you do not have to look for somebody to always pour your emotions out to. I do not advise it, especially if the person is of the opposite sex. I do not advise it. So try not to always talk to um, people about your emotion. You can even be stressing them, yeah, because hello, you're stressing them. Try to face this thing yourself, okay? Try to face it yourself. And that brings me to this one that I want to say is you need people actually. You need people, but don't stress people. Don't stress people, but you need people. Do not isolate yourself so much. Some days you need to be isolated. On some days you need people. You need to talk to people. You need to be around people. You need people. You need people. Stop being a loner in life. You need people. For now, I would take a pause on that because I have to go wash my face, and I'll be back to you guys while I continue and finish up my face, because I'm just shaving my face. I'm due for a shave and all of that. Then we talk about like glow up, actual glow up after a breakup, because people are like, oh, this glow up is, we can see it and all of that. And sometimes I'm like, why are people saying glow up? Like, I didn't like take intentional steps to growing up. It just happened, like probably because I grew older and everything. But one day I sat down and I actually looked at it. I'm like, yeah, I took intentional steps. So we are getting into that. When I come back from washing my face, now let me just trim off all of this. Yeah, I do have hair here as well. I'm back now, and I really hope that I wasn't just rambling and all of that in the first part of this video because I don't know, I was just talking. Let's talk about the glow up, like my personal glow up. Things that I did that I think were more intentional, or yeah, everything I did basically that I feel like helped me to be where I am at right now in terms of glow up. Healing actually comes with a glow up. Yeah, that's it actually. So for me, I think I faced it. I would say that I faced it. I faced the heartbreak. Let me hold on and do this thing. It's not usually easy to do. Now that we have this on, so for me, I would say that I faced the heartbreak. I decided to face it and not like let it slide or let it just be there and try to run away from it. Okay, that's like one step. For anybody going through heartbreak or whatnot, try to just face it. Try to chest it. Yeah, chest it. Compose yourself. Full composure on 100%. Try to face it, and you'll be fine. I surrounded myself with love from people. I saw my friends like show up for me, like in ways that I couldn't have imagined. Like, I was like, hello, you guys really love me this much? So surround yourself with love. So that's why I said you need people. You need people. So it shouldn't be after the breakup, you're just looking for people to be around you. So another thing would be try not to lose yourself when you are in a relationship. Because when you lose yourself when you are in a relationship, it would be really difficult to, move on with your life and process everything and just what, feel good again, because you're like starting from scratch. You're starting all over again, like from the very very beginning, getting to know yourself, getting to know what you like, what you do not like about life, getting to have meaningful relationships and all of that. You should actually have a life outside your relationship. Your relationship should be an extension of you. So I'm like, if I didn't have a life outside of my relationship, it would have been more difficult. While I was in my relationship, I used to go for sleepover. I had friends, I had male friends, I had female friends, and all of that. And we were cool before the breakup. So after the breakup, it wasn't difficult trying to relate with them, trying to, you know, build relationship with them because we're like cool before. So basically, you need people in a relationship. When you're out of a relationship, you need people. I've heard of situations where they say somebody's in a relationship and she just ghosts her friend and all of that. It's not so good because your life should not revolve around just you and your partner. It shouldn't be. Try to have a life outside of your relationship. Another thing I started doing was my choice of music changed. Not really changed. I've always been a music person, but I started to listen to music more. And when I say music, I started to listen to love music more. Funny thing is, one of my friends did a listening party randomly one night, and the songs we were listening to were love songs. My friend didn't know that these songs were actually helping me to heal. I took note of all of the songs and I put them into a playlist. You guys, till now, whenever I feel down, whenever I feel hot, whenever the thought just comes, I go to that playlist and I listen to it and I'm refreshed within me. So I didn't listen to breakup songs at all. I didn't, because hello, I'm trying to be good. I'm not trying to stay in this state that I am for a long period of time. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to move on with my life. I was listening to love songs. I was listening to songs that just uplift the soul. And this is aside gospel song. So I also started listening to songs that helps with anxiety, stress, songs that give off peace. You can search for playlist on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever that you used to listen to song. You can search it. I have like two playlists I listen to. I have one for songs that help with anxiety. I have another one for sleep, for stress, for peace, to just feel peace and all of that. So whenever I feel anxious, I'm stressed, like totally stressed, I played one for anxiety. When I feel like I want to go to bed, I just want to feel relaxed and all, I play the other playlist. So these are things that helped me to get myself back as well, aside from the other things that I've said in the beginning of this video. So this music, I started playing them more intentionally, and I connected my soul with this music. Like, I just allowed myself flow with this music. So for this music for anxiety and stress, there are really no lyrics to them. They're just instrumentals. I play them when I'm doing my skincare. I play them when I'm cooking. I play them when I'm taking my bath. I just play them when I'm on my bed laying down, and all of that. Like, it really helped me. I didn't know music can be this healing and soothing. I told my friend that, do you know that these songs actually are healing? So I will tell you, if you've been listening to heartbreak songs, please stop now. Try to listen to love songs. I'll try to link my playlist in the description box. I hope that you can check it out and it would help you as well. Like, those songs actually helped me so much. Like, the lyrics were so on point and really lovely. So lovely. So that's it. Music choice matters as well. Try to, listen to better music that could help you heal. Now, another thing I did that helped my glow up was changing my environment. You guys, funny thing is, before the breakup happened, I used to tell my ex then, oh, because we were staying together, some of you know, I was like, I want to move out, I want to go live alone, and all of that. I just wanted to be on my own and live my life. I'm this kind of person that I know what I want actually. So at that point, I just felt it. I just felt like I want to stay alone, and the breakup just happened. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity for me to change my environment. I'm going to leave this house for you. I can't even stay in this place again because I've been wanting to move like since. So changing my environment was like me living in my dreams of wanting to live alone before, while I was even in that relationship, and it just feels good. That was another thing that made me happy and all of that. I just felt good within myself. Changing your environment can help. And if you stay with your parents, probably you can just change your environment, like your room, what it looks like. You can rearrange it, renovate it, reorganize it, just do something around the house that makes it feel a little bit different, because not everyone can change houses, not everyone can move houses, to be very honest. So if you cannot move houses, just try to switch up things in your room, and it would make you feel good actually, because it's like you're starting on a fresh place. Another thing I would say I started doing was little things, the mundane things that feel like, what's this? Those things actually spark joy. I started romanticizing my life more. If you've been watching my vlogs before now, you know how I am big on self care, how I am big on looking good, feeling good every time. So it just feels like a natural to me. That's why I keep telling people, like, I really didn't see it as I was on a glow up journey after the breakup, because these were things I do on a norm, but some of it were actually more intentional, like the music and something I'm going to say, like when I'm talking about the little things that you do, like your day-to-day activities, can actually be healing, can actually spark joy, can cause that that inner healing, that inner glow up for you. So one thing I started being intentional about was cooking. I used to cook. I love to cook. But I started to cook not because I was hungry or not because I wanted to eat. I started to cook because I just wanted to see the result of my cooking, put up things together, try out new recipes, and see what the end result would be like. So it made cooking more fun for me. Cooking has always been fun for me, but it just gave it another vibe And guess what? Till now, it has been like that. I'm no longer that person that cook because oh she's hungry and oh we must cook again today. Or I cook now because I enjoy it. Now because I just want to see me bringing one, two, three together, what it can make up for me. Like, what would the food look like in the end? That's what cooking is to me right now. And that breakup helped me with that one. So, kudos to the breakup for making me discover another side to cooking. Another thing I would say that I started doing was romanticizing skincare routine, my bath routine. I would take my time in the shower. I would just have like long bath time. Like it just feels refreshing. It feels good. It feels calming. It feels so transformational. It feels really good. Taking long time in the bath. Some days when I come back home, I'm stressed, I'm anxious, or I just feel sad about the whole thing. I just get myself to the bathroom and I stay there for as long as I want to stay. And I just feel refreshed. I come to the room, I put lotion on my body, I put body oil on my body, deodorant, I spray nice perfume, smelling all good, and it just makes me feel good again. To be honest, these things are like things we do on a daily basis, but on some days when there's like an intentionality to it, a spice to it just feels good actually. You can try it one of these days. Just be more intentional about these steps. Perceive what your soap smells like. Take it all in and you just feel good. But aside heartbreak, when you just want to feel more girly, more feminine, and all of that, try it and you will see. Also, yeah, I continued working out. I've always worked out before. I continued working out, and at a point, working out was not because of the body or the aesthetic. I was just going to the gym to keep my mental health in check, and it really helped me. Sometimes I just go and just pour out my emotions on the weight I'm carrying and everything. And in return, my body is bodying. Okay. Yeah, another thing would be skincare. I was doing skincare more because I wanted my skin to flourish more and more. I was eating right. You guys, I just do not joke with myself internally, physically, financially, spiritually, mentally, morally. I just do not joke with myself. I've not always joked with myself before. I've been serious with myself, but there was just like more intentionality to these things, and I feel like that's what people saw, and they were like, "Nah, there's a difference to what it is right now, and there is a glow up and all of that." And yeah, I think growth also occurred because I'm growing. I'm not where I was this time last year. Of course, I would want to grow. I would want to feel more like a woman because I'm growing in age as well. I'm growing physically as well. When you're growing, you just want to look different and in a certain way. So I started paying more attention to how I look on the outside, to how I dress, to places, how I show up on the internet. I keep my brows trimmed, my edges, I lay them when I need to lay them. I keep my lips moisturized. All of these little things, to be honest, they play a huge role in the glow up. Smelling good as well. You guys, I do not joke with that. Like people around me know, I do not joke with smelling good. Okay. Another thing I would say is I now have more knowledge on life, on people, on relationship, on dating, on love with people, love in general. So when dating happens again, when dating occurs again, right now, I don't know if I'm ready for all of that stuff. But your girl has been going on dates. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to hide that part. I've been going on dates. But yeah, when the actual thing happens, it will happen. It will happen, and yeah, that's just it. So now I know what I want more in men, and when they're not giving me a, I'm just like, you know what, this your energy is stay back, stay back, stay back. So that's the vibe I am on right now. I do not hate men. I love men, I love love, and I'm going to love again. Okay, almost 7 months down the line now, I'm still healing. I have not healed completely. I don't know how long this will take. I still feel hurt on some days. Little vulnerability last week was shitty. Monday I cried hot tears. Yesterday, today I'm feeling all good making this video. Yesterday, last night I cried to bed. So you guys, it's really crazy. Like that's just it. That's just life. Like I just do not feel so much hurt right now as I used to feel at the beginning. And right now, I am not even hurt by what my ex did. I'm just hurt that I was hurt. And on some days, like I remember the third month, I was like really happy that I was happy. Like, do you get that? Like, I was happy, like being single. I was happy, I was healing. And because I was happy, I actually got happy again. Like, so I was happy, I was happy. That was it. And that like sparked joy. I forgot to mention, I started doing more things for myself. I would go on dates with myself, like solo dates. I did a lot that I didn't share with you guys on the internet. I do not share everything, but I've been going on solo dates more. I've been buying gifts for myself. Things I would love my partner to do for me. I've been doing them for myself. So now it's just like the next person has to do more work because, bro, I don't play with myself. I don't joke about myself. So you can't come and give me the barest minimum because I'm not even giving myself the barest minimum. Okay. So I do not think my creator would be happy with me accepting the barest minimum for anybody that would be coming. Yeah, so another thing people used to say now is, oh, the perfect one will come at the right time and all. That can actually be triggering as well because I'm like, if there wasn't a breakup, this is not the prayer I would be getting because this year was supposed to be wedding planning year. Well, you guys, it is the year that I'm healing. Like, bro, that transition is transition. The transition is transitioning. But yeah, guys, I think we have come to the end of this video. I like how raw this video was, how it just flowed, and I just hope I didn't ramble so much in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave a comment on anything you feel about this video, whatever you want to say. Leave a comment, and I would love to read your comments. Leave a word of encouragement for somebody in the comment section. What would I say to anybody going through a heartbreak, like a fresh one? Ah, I know how you feel. Like I really do. Or do I? Nah, I do not. I do not actually know how you feel, but I think I have an insight to how you feel, and I do hope that you get better soon. Just try to love yourself more, and you would heal. Do not think that you're not enough. You are enough. You are the price. You are the price, and your person will find you, just as they tell me. And I'm saying it again, although it can be triggering, but yeah, your person will find you at the right time. That is, if you still want to do this thing called love. And also, do not give up on love. Me, I'm not giving up on love. I'm never going to give up on love. I love love like, oh my god. Okay, guys, yeah, that would be it. I do not want to like keep talking about people going through heartbreak currently because it can be emotional for me. Like I can feel their hurt, I can feel their pain to an extent. So yeah, this would be the end of this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check out my other videos. I do a lot of vlogs on this channel and sometimes sit down video. Okay, so subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.